Hello from me and my unicorn. I wanted to make this video to give you some ideas of activities that you can do during self-isolation. I've heard a lot of people that are bored and don't know what to do during this time, and I was really surprised. So I wanted to make this video to give you some nice, fun activities to do. First activity is learn how to paint or just paint. Take your canvas out, take your acrylics, color pencils. You can be creative about it. If you don't have a canvas, just use a newspaper, an old book, a shoebox, cardboard, whatever you find in your house and you think you can paint on it. Also, there are lots of classes out there on Skillshare, on YouTube, with ideas and tips and tricks on how to draw stuff or techniques you can use. So let your creativity flow. Second thing is declutter your wardrobe. Take out all of the old clothes, everything you don't wear, and try to repurpose them or put them aside to give them to someone in need if they are in good condition. Redesign your clothes. If you have something that you don't wear but it still fits you, for example a t-shirt, a dress, jeans or a jacket, try to paint them, stick some patches, use safety pins and buttons for example, or even you can do some embroideries. It is really nice and not that complicated as it sounds. And there are lots of ideas on Pinterest, so just search on Pinterest DIY clothes and you're gonna find plenty of ideas there. Create a collage. You can do this by using everything that you have in your house, from an old book, tin foils, tin cans, wires, sponges. You can cut from old magazines some images to create a nice photo collage, or just paint around them, or you can do whatever. Just try to put your creativity to test and enjoy the process. Here I have another idea with a 3D collage. You can use a shoebox and create a cutout design inside so it has depth, and I'm gonna put some photos here so you can see. Do a spring cleaning, but do it smart. We often surround ourselves with lots of objects that we don't necessarily use, so I suggest you to take every object and ask yourself, what is the purpose of this item? Is this of use for me? Have I used it for the last 3 months? Does it bring me joy? If you answered no for most of these questions, just throw them away or donate or repurpose, do something else with them. Try to be a bit more present in your life, not to surround yourself with things that you don't use and fill your house with nothing. You can use these questions for clothes as well, especially for clothes actually. And you're gonna see that most of the times what we wear or use is just a couple of things and clothes, so try to live a bit more minimalistic. Next one is replant your plants, if that's a word. If you have a garden, you are one of the lucky ones and you can do it there. If you don't have a garden and you live in a flat, then repot your plants. Move them in bigger spots and take care of them. This is a great way to ground yourself and connect a bit with nature, and also take care of your plants because they're gonna take care of you later by giving you oxygen. Do a shooting inside. This is really exciting if you live with your friends or family, and it really can take your whole day. You don't need necessarily a camera. It is useful, but our phones record and take photos pretty well. Do like a nice makeup, dress yourself, create a nice background and shoot something. Learn a dance routine. Or if you don't know how to dance, learn how to dance. You can learn, for example, salsa or tango, street dance, contemporary, or whatever you want. Yeah, move your body, don't stay in your bed all the time. What else? It's still recording. Craft something. Do origami or learn origami. Quilling. It's real nice, and you can use that for creating some cards as well for your friends and family to give them when you're gonna see them again. And it's a nice feeling to create something with your hands and be proud of it. Cooking is a great way to spend your time as well. Also baking. I would recommend to bake a bread from scratch. So make your own bread. It's healthy and it kind of fulfills you to know that you ate something that you made from the beginning. You can do also pizza or even desserts or nice meals that will fill your soul with joy. Exercise. It's really important during this time because we don't have enough physical activity. So do gym, do yoga, stretching, do something that can move your body and sweat a bit, because summer body isn't done by doing nothing. This is a great time for learning. Learning is everything now. You can take most of your time to learn something new. And for example, you can learn a program or a software like Photoshop, Illustrator, something from Adobe. Search on internet because there are lots of tutorials and you can learn something new in this time you stay at home. Learn a new language. Duolingo, everyone knows about that. There is a guy on YouTube that made some videos with learning a language in 1 week. And basically he's selecting all the words that are in common use in that language. And he learns that, and at the end of the week he is able to communicate or to have a basic conversation with someone in that language. Learn how to braid. I used to do that all the time when I was a kid and I really liked it. As you can see, I'm still doing that. So yeah, there are lots of videos on YouTube about this. I'm gonna link it below if you are interested. Puzzles. Puzzles are everything. And it can take days. So take one and start doing it. It's really fun and challenging as well. Also play some board games with your friends and families, or Sudoku, for example, or crosswords. Again, some activities that can challenge your mind. Listen to a podcast. I really like to do that when I illustrate because I can't draw all the time and just listen to music, and I get really bored and I feel alone. So I listen to a podcast, and it's a really great way to learn things while doing something else. This can sound strange, but clean your phone. Clean your phone from all the photos and put them in folders on your hard disk. All the emails that you have that we don't necessarily read. So clean your phone and put everything in order. Learn how to communicate with your pets. I feel like this is really exciting and I really like that. I really like books about body language, about humans and also pets. And I'm pretty sure that most of us don't know how to communicate with them and understand their language, even if most of us have pets. It's a nice way to connect with your furry friends. Catch up on sleep. And with this, I don't say sleep all day because this is not the point. Just create a schedule for your sleep and follow that. It gives you a feeling of motivation if you have a schedule and you follow that, and everything in your body moves better and is healthier. Self-care. It is a really important thing to do to connect with ourselves and take care of our body and understand it, because most of us don't really communicate with it. We are snacking all the time. We don't take care of our skin, of our hair, and we eat a lot of bad food. So my advice on that would be, every time you feel like snacking, for example, I have a thing with chocolate. So every time I feel like I am bored and I want to eat chocolate, I ask myself, do I really want that? Does my body really feel like eating chocolate? And instantly, somehow my stomach hurts and I don't feel like eating that anymore. So this requires a lot of discipline, but you can do it. I have trust in you. Set a schedule for your meals during the day and follow that. It is really important and your body will thank you later. I have two more. I hope to just two. Okay, next one is, this is way off. Journal or write a story, write a poem. Even if you think you're not good enough for that or you don't know how to do that, I think it's a fun thing to do, and you can challenge yourself, your brain, and your creativity. Read. I feel like this is a really obvious one. This is why I put it more at the end. But this is a great time to read all the books you wanted to, and it's a great way to travel kind of in another world and be in your own bubble, in your book with your story. I already finished one book and I was really into it, and I am planning to read more. So use this time smart. For the last one, I would say meditate and pray. Collective prayer is really important and is really powerful. So sit in silence, pray and meditate for the well-being of other people, of yours, and of the world and the nature, Mother Nature, that is healing right now. So send some love out there and some good thoughts. These were all of my ideas on what to do during this time. Hope you liked it, and I hope it's motivating you to do something and not be lazy. For me, this period, even if it affected me in some way because I don't have a degree show anymore, my uni has ended and I'm in the last year, and it's kind of not a good way to end uni, but it's a blessing for me because I feel like the world is on pause right now, and I somehow needed that. I needed a time for me to do all the things I wanted to do, and honestly I'm really happy for this pause time. We don't get that often, so make the most out of it, learn new things, set goals, and be happy. That's it. So see you in another video maybe, who knows. Bye!